Previously on Road to the Kenyan Premier League, our 7-game win streak finally came to an end with a 1-0 loss to second on the table Embakasi United, but the boys bounced back the following day and got revenge on Mentors FC. The same club who crushed us 3-0 on the road earlier in the season couldn't stand the pressure in front of a sold-out Mahiga primary crowd, and we took them down 1-0 with a goal from, you guessed it, Louis Mwaniki. Another week of training went by, and we were back on the road, this time against Fortune Kinderen, another top half of the table club who play at Kayole, one of the league's most hostile environments. It turned out to be an extremely eventful day, both on and off the pitch, as we experienced one of the most memorable match days so far this season. In this episode, I'll be covering it all alongside our first contract signing, which has been finalized. One of our most consistent and effective players has inked a 2-year extension with the club, and we'll get his thoughts on everything at the end of the video. You're now watching Road to the Kenyan Premier League. What's up, everyone? My name is Hayes Knupp, JerseyBird founder and your host of Road to the Kenyan Premier League, back with another big episode for you guys. Before we get into it, if you want to support the club, there are 3 main ways to do so. First up is the KPFC 10 for 10 deal. If your club is in need of new kits and apparel, visit JerseyBird.com, tap Start a Project, and we will pair you with a JerseyBird designer to create some awesome kits like the ones you see in our videos. Tell us you came from the show, and you will get 10% off your order with another 10% donated directly to the club, with a shout out in next month's financial report video. Second is the Lions Den, the official club Discord, where we host watch-alongs, talk to players after matches, and discuss behind-the-scenes news weeks before it ever hits the public. And if you just want a simple way to contribute, please visit kahawapridefc.paperform.co. You can donate to the club or become a sponsor. The form only takes a minute. I will link all 3 of these in the description below. Thank you all for the support. Now back to the video. If you have followed this series for a while, you know that every ground in this league has its own character. We're used to Mahiga, but on the road, every venue is an entirely different world. Take something as simple as sideline seats. In some parts of Kenyan grassroots football, the chairs that fans might be sitting on pitch side are hauled in by local kids. Some of them just 12 years old, pulling carts stacked with 50 seats at a time, one pushing, others pulling, dropping them at the field for coordinators who hand some of them to the teams and sell the rest to the fans. These were some of the scenes we saw as this week we were on the road in Kayole, one of the most hostile neighborhoods in Nairobi East, but we were at a school ground that is actually one of the safer spots in the area. And the match before ours told us everything about the afternoon that we were about to walk into. It was a promotion battle between 2 of the top sides in the county league, which is 1 step below our regional league, and it absolutely boiled over. A goal got waved off for a tight offsides call, and at halftime, that team's goalkeeper, the team that got the goal waved off, walked up to the linesman and punched him in the face for a straight red card. Later on, that team was losing 3-0, and one of their players, with nothing left to lose, walked right up to the opposition's fans and provoked them, hoping to just get hit in the face so the match would get abandoned and they could possibly pull the win out of an unwinnable situation. And he did get punched in the face and fell down, but the ref didn't care, and the game carried on, and they took the loss 3-0. So there you have it. That was the atmosphere we were walking into, and we knew it was going to be an entertaining match day. Even our warm-up was an adventure. The pitch was so crowded, there were literal volleyball games going on right in the middle of the boys trying to get loose, and with no room on the sidelines and a lot going on around us, our crew had to get creative just to live stream the match. They scaled the perimeter wall like something you'd see out of Assassin's Creed, hopped onto an unfinished building next door, and set up scaffolding to get a bird's eye view of the pitch. We even hired a handful of locals for 100 shilling each to help carry the gear over the wall and guard the base of our live stream setup to make sure that nothing went wrong throughout the game. And despite all of these protective measures, Alvin still turned his back for just 1 second before the game, and his camera bag was stolen. Luckily, it was empty, but that just goes to show you the environment we were dealing with leading up to kickoff.
While I was doing the production, I think I concentrated so much on the live stream. After finishing the match, so while packing up things, I could not see the bag. It was a small bag that was holding our power bank that we use as our power source.
Now, if you remember the first time we played Fortune, it finished 1-1 at our place. We went ahead early in that game, and then they struck back off a set piece. So coming into this return leg, we knew exactly what to expect, a side that lives off of their set pieces and their shooting from distance. And they are a hard team to break down.
I guess our plan is just simple, to win today's match. We've had good sessions previously, so we're ready to play according to how we've planned, yeah.
Of course, we expect quite a tough game today. Our last game with Fortune, we had a draw of 1-1. So today we are not expecting it easy, but of course we are expecting a win from us. 3 points home, nothing less.
Kimimi naweza nitakaondoz ndakuwa ready na nitaput concentration.
The first half was a battle, nothing separating the two sides, and we went into halftime level at the break, 0-0. Then Fortune found the breakthrough.
Nice take there by the captain. Will he swing in a good ball? He does so. What a goal!
A ball swung into our box and a header that beat Karani. 1-0, and now we were chasing this match on the road, and it wasn't looking good. But this is where the game turned, and it didn't come from the bench. It came from the players on the pitch. With the clock running down, our big center back, James Masharia, decided to push himself all the way up to striker on his own call to bully their center backs, and our coaches just let it go. They agreed with the strategy. Sidiki Otieno and Stephen Chiari held the back line on their own. Chiari started playing more conservative, and suddenly we were throwing everything else forward. It got pretty chaotic. We were basically two at the back, so Fortune's counters every single time looked dangerous, but all of that pressure won us a stack of fouls and corners in the dying minutes, and we kept putting the pressure on. But then stoppage time hit, nobody scored, and the final minutes were winding down.
This should be the last chance for Kahawa Pride to try squeezing an equalizer. Austin, deep into that area. Oh, Maniki! And it is 1-1. They failed to clear the lines. A cheap free kick given away here. Rolex Omondi didn't come out to claim the ball. And it fell kindly on the captain. He does his business just as he did last week.
Louis Maniki, again, our captain, buries the equalizer with a composure and quality that only he could provide, and it's 1-1 in the 97th minute. And an unseen story that was not available in the live stream, right after we equalized, Karani ran straight over to the hostile home fans and absolutely let him have it. He started talking crazy right in their face. We've all seen pro players like Martinez, who Karani might have been taking inspiration from, provoke opposing fans, but in grassroots football, the difference is you can actually pay for that right then and there on the pitch. So while Karani was having a blast, Coach Kim was not so happy, and neither was the rest of the coaching staff. But that's just who Karani is.
Maniki to try swing that in, but then I think that's it. And it is all over. It ends 1-1. A hard fought point for Kahawa Pride, but good play also by the home side, Fortune Kinderen. And just as it ended at the Mahiga Primary in the first leg, it ends here at the Mwangaza grounds. It is Fortune Kinderen 1, Kahawa Pride 1.
So there you have it, full time, Fortune Kinderen 1, Kahawa Pride 1 will take the draw on the road. Both times we played them, it ended 1-1, an even draw on the season.
As you can remember, the game against Embakasi, we had that plan, but we didn't execute.
Yes.
So today we are 1-0 down, so we had nothing to lose. So we decided with Sadiki, let them defend 3 players and go up front and try something.
Did it work out?
Yeah, it really worked out.
We were trailing by 1 goal. We really needed something because we cannot afford to lose a game when we really need a win. So at least if we get a draw, it was good. 1 point is good enough for us because we are at away ground. So we thank God for that goal and the 1 point.
Oh, and we had a very, very special guest in the stands for this one, but more on her this Friday. Now, for the player signing, the one I told you to stick around for, as we build toward next season, we have started re-signing the core of this squad, and our first man to put pen to paper on a brand new 2-year deal is Marvin Okech. If you don't know Marvin, he has picked up the most player of the match awards this season. He is as tough as they come. This is the same guy who got absolutely destroyed against Udawala, but got straight back up, and he is as effective in the midfield as anyone in this league. He is the first player to re-sign, but he is the first of many, and we will bring you each new signing as they come in.
It was one of the best seasons I've had, so signing back again was part of my plan, and I hope it will be a great season next. The team gives players a lot of exposure. It was great having to meet new players who made me become who I am today.
So before we close out the video, quick recap. That is 1 point earned on the weekend in the 97th minute in one of the toughest environments on the road. Technically, promotion is out of reach mathematically, but like I've said before, we need to keep winning. We need to keep pushing as hard as we can because you never know what will happen to the clubs above you in this league and the clubs in leagues above. You never know. People can drop out. Anything can happen. So we will keep pushing as if we are fighting for promotion. We have 4 matches left on the season, and we hope to close out the year in top form. And quick headlines around the rest of the club. Our Lionesses have now wrapped up their league season, and after that 8-1 win in their season finale, they finished second on the table. We still don't know if that is enough to earn a playoff to potentially get promoted. There's a decision still pending on that, but we will keep you posted on that decision and if there is potential for the Lionesses to get promoted. Our Mapogo boys, the U19s, were back out as well and came up just short, losing their match 2-1. The Alphas are still 4th on the table with 54 points, now just 2 points behind 3rd place Kamongo. This Friday, we have a very special episode for you, a full episode on the week we hosted Paulina Nystrom, a legendary footballer from Sweden. She came down to Kenya right here in Kahawa West to visit our club, and we greatly appreciate it, and we filmed a lot of great content with her, so stay tuned for that episode because it will be an awesome one. Our next match is this Saturday, July 11th, away at Kamongo. Our stream is TBD. Away streams are always up in the air, but we will do our best to bring you the action live right here on the JerseyBird YouTube channel. And we will have our next financial report video posting next Wednesday, so we'll have big updates on that as well. If you like the show, drop a like, drop a sub, comment where in the world you are tuning in from. As always, you can catch new episodes of Road to the Kenyan Premier League every Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you all for the incredible amount of support, and I will see you in the next one.